Good morning, everyone. This is Amit Pabari, founder and managing director of CR Forex. In today's presentation, we are going to discuss US equity markets are underperforming, but European markets are doing well. We'll understand why they are doing well, what is the outlook of European market, outlook on euro dollar pair, then outlook on dollar index, and finally outlook on rupee. If you see the chart, it clearly shows that from 1st January 2025, stocks Euro 600 index is up by 9% and S&P 500 is down by 4%. US market is going to underperform. That video we have released first time on 2nd December 2024 and second time we have released on 10th March 2024. But in today's presentation, let us discuss why Europe market is going to outperform in coming days. Now let me show you the first data point. They say that if the market is moving higher and the earning per share is also moving higher, it shows that the momentum can continue for a longer period of time. So if you see the chart, it is very clearly visible that earning per share of MSCI Europe index is currently trading near 151, which was trading at the same level in 2022. It shows that EPS is on the right track, so the performance can continue to go higher. When the EPS is rising, another aspect which you will consider is whether the valuations are attractive or not. If you see the chart, European markets are trading currently near 13.4x. This is forward P as compared to US S&P 500, which is currently trading near 21.7x. That is again a forward P. Historically, we have seen that the valuation gap between both of them is generally close to 18%. Currently, it is trading near 38% discount. So that is also a data point which shows that US market can correct a bit and Europe market can continue to move higher. Now, apart from all of that, it is important that the economy does well. So if you see the chart, there are two data points. यूरोप का growth है recovery phase के अंदर पे and inflation expectation is falling. Another thing which is going to boost entire Europe is what kind of amount of money they are spending on infrastructure and defense. I think they have announced a great package. Probably if that comes into in place, then Europe economy is definitely going to grow towards 1.5 to 2% in coming years. Another factor which is going in favor of Europe is Trump and its policy. I think whether Trump will make America great or not, but it is very clear that because of his policies, Europe will again become great. Trump's American First policy and its approach towards supporting NATO is clearly indicating that Trump is do not want to keep a strong relationship with EU, because of which entire EU nations are getting united and they started investing in their defense system, which is ultimately going to bring their GDP on the positive side. Trump's aggressive tariff on China will force global supply chain players to move towards Europe, which is going to be positive for European manufacturers. In order to counterbalance tariff impact on their economy, European nations have started signing trade deal with Japan, Canada, and they are expected to sign a trade deal with Australia also. So we can conclude that European stock market will continue to outperform and US stock market might underperform for some more time. Now let us understand what is the outlook on euro dollar pair. In the short term, euro USD pair can face a strong resistance near 1.09 level and can come towards 1.0650 to 1.0.550 kind of a level. But the longer term view on euro dollar remains bullish and euro USD pair can move towards 1.12 and 1.15 kind of levels in coming months. Now let us understand what is the view on dollar index. In the short term, dollar index can bounce back towards 104.50 to 105.50 or max 106 kind of a level, but the medium term to long term view on dollar remains on the weaker side. Ultimately, we will see the dollar index will move towards 198 kind of levels in coming months. Now let us discuss outlook on rupee. In our last week video, we discussed that if 8680 is broken, then we will see a fast and furious momentum of appreciation by at least 50 to 75 paisa in dollar rupee pair. And exactly the same has happened. The reasons were simple. It was the flow which drove the market, flows from equity market, flows from debt market, and the corporates were raising funds. And lastly, the credit will go to RBI also, which in the earlier era of 2023-24 were buying on every dips. In fact, in the new era, which is from last 2 months, rupee went from 84 to 88 and then coming back from 88 to 86. Going forward, we expect rupee to take support between 85.70 kind of a level to 86 kind of a level and should bounce back again towards 86.50 to 86.70 kind of levels. In the short term, it can bounce back, but every uptick should be taken as an opportunity by an exporter to increase their hedge ratio, because the bigger view is rupee bullish and dollar weaker. There is a 90% probability that dollar rupee pair can take support near 85.70 to 86 kind of level. But in case if it breaks 85.70, then exporters should take immediate action by either increasing their hedge ratio via forwards or protecting themselves via hedging via options. With this, I will end my today's presentation. Jai Hind, Namaskar. फिर मिलेंगे next week. Thank you.